Hello everybody, it's a stormy day in Arizona. We have some weather advisories, heavy rain, heavy wind, dust, a 17-mile wall of dust to the northwest of Phoenix. We're looking northeast from Scottsdale. We actually had a KENO video go off at 5 o'clock. Did not hit the premiere button, so not sure why, but it's out there for reviewing. It's the Celebrating the Pets video. If that's what you would like to see, some KENO, we have that going. I'm going to keep the camera live here through the storm for a little bit. Not really a KENO live video here, more it's enjoying the wind and rain, dust. Try to capture as much of it as we can. Good to have everyone here. Hopefully it's a clear view for you, but we're looking northeast. There's a big storm south of us, and then weather advisory came out. Hello. Yes, it's pretty crazy. Hey Tina, how you doing? Thanks for checking it out. We're gonna try to, oh, there we go. Better camera angle if we can. 4th of July tonight, we're gonna have fireworks all over the community. There's police everywhere right now in Scottsdale. More cop cars than I've seen in a long time. So we'll keep the camera on to capture the fireworks tonight. So this will probably be a 4 or 5 hour event. Should be an eventful evening with the weather. Not only do I like playing KENO, but I like the weather. So be sure to check out the KENO video, which is Celebrating Pets. Danielle, how you doing? The monsoons are fantastic when they actually produce the rain. The humidity right now, very sticky. Hoping for rain. See what we can capture as far as fireworks tonight. I know there's some events going on in Mesa at the Fiesta Mall. They have a fireworks show. A lot of stuff has been canceled because of the weather. It's either too dry or too windy now. And with the dry and the wind, you can smell the wildfires in the air right now. This is Scottsdale, Arizona, pointed northeast, waiting for the storms to come in. Camera a little bit better set up here. We're trying to keep it out of the wind, but in the wind, if that makes sense. It's not going to work, is it? Take down the camera somewhat. Welcome if you're joining us. It's going to be a long, just continuous view here. Thunderstorms in southeast Idaho right now. Those storms in Idaho are spectacular as well, because you got the mountain ranges, then the open areas and the rivers. Love driving in South Idaho, Interstate 84. Lewiston and Clarkston up north. Been to Moscow, Idaho many times, out by Wazoo. Hopefully we'll capture something tonight. I figure we go live now. We don't want to miss anything. Enjoy the sights and sounds of Scottsdale on a 3rd of July. Feel some of the sprinkles coming in now. Oh, I see some water on the leaves here of the plants. We actually have raindrops coming down. Alert the media. Yep. Oh yeah. Should bring with us some lightning and thunder and heavy winds. Beautiful time in Arizona. Again, there was a video release today. It's celebrating Pets KENO. Forgot to hit the premiere button, so it's just launched. There was no announcements or anything. So if you get tired of watching the birds fly away from the storm and the rain coming down, you can always check out that new video. About an hour long. It's the edited version. The unedited version continues on after the completion of the edited version into the valley of despair of giving back all your money. So we took that off, so it'd be a nice happy ending. See, all the birds are flying towards the west, away from the storm right now. Studying history and many fictitious movies, that's always a sign. There's either dinosaurs coming or something else. I'm gonna go not dinosaurs today. For those of you who are sports fans and follow the Arizona Cardinals, this is exactly where the first round draft choice was arrested 2 weekends ago for doing 75 or better in this 35-mile-an-hour zone. And the police sit right here all day long, every day, waiting for speeders because there's a pedestrian traffic light quarter of a mile down to the right, and people sit there angry because one guy on a bike or somebody would walk past it. Rose, how you doing? You'll definitely be safe. I'm actually in a covered area, patio, 3rd floor, looking out onto the weather. The trees in front here, we got rid of most of the dead stuff over the winter. I was able to harvest it for the fireplace, but this all died last year because of the 140 plus days of 100 degrees or better here in Arizona. This condo complex across last year had a tree fall down and take out several units in one of the storms that hit. Appreciate everyone being here. Be sure to check in where you're watching from, how your weather is in your area. Some active weather all over down in Florida. They got the tropical storm, hurricane headed that way. It hit Haiti and Dominican Republic earlier today. Heat everywhere. I'm actually going to get some, yes, the clouds are dark. Oakland, California is dry. I'm going to go grab some glasses so I can actually read. Glasses on, I can actually read here. All right, look at that. 8 people watching, got 2 thumbs up. Thank you very much. I am the director of weather tonight. Had the live event earlier today for KENO. Be sure to check that out. We were playing, did some slots as well. Had a couple of nice wins, a couple of losses. Really neat new slot machine in today's live. You want to check it out. It's kind of a Buffalo knockoff, but I was playing the 2-cent denomination, hit the bonus round, $400 jackpot. It's pretty sweet. We're looking northeast, Fountain Hills, North Scottsdale, Phoenix is that way, Indian Reservation and Casinos is that way, Tempe and Mesa back behind us. Look at all the birds escaping the storm. They're all taking off towards the west. Really dark. Let's see if we can look this way. Through the trees there. Sorry if I move it around a little bit, try to get a better view. We're hoping that comes in and just soaks the area. There's so many thirsty plants here. Storms can be terrifying, but they're also, for me, from a science perspective, as a former television weatherman who took one class in meteorology, but also in 1985 and 1986 when I was traveling with a baseball team, we would go around the country playing tournaments and different teams, and all we had to do was watch MTV and the Weather Channel, and that's how I learned weather. Was able to get on TV as a weatherman based upon that knowledge. I love what weather is. I love the science behind it. Still want to give it all the respect you can. I mean, lightning will kill you, flooding will kill you, wind can kill you, trees that fall down can kill you. From Tempe, yes. Are you guys getting rain over there yet, Newland? Down in Chandler they were. Now you get the humidity too. It's complimentary. There's no additional charge. You can hear the sprinkles coming in. You can see the, definitely cleans the air. My broadcasting days used to be a TV weatherman, was a radio disc jockey. I've DJ'd in nightclubs, specifically here in Arizona, Hawaii, California, Alaska. Sportscaster for many years, and got into hospitality management because I had to pay the bills. Oh yeah, here comes the rain. Oh yeah. I'll try to capture it. Birds continue to fly to the west. A little bit different here at Cash or Crash Keno. This is Cash or Crash Lightning and Thunder tonight. And it's a 4th of July weekend. Chandler. It's a nice area. For those of you who've never been to Arizona, Chandler about 30 years ago was a cow town. A couple of streets, some housing. Now it's all high-tech, medical, great bedroom communities, all your facilities that you'd want. Really grew up nice. Gilbert, all those areas down there. Queen Creek. When we first got here in the early 80s, there was about a 15-mile break between Phoenix and Tempe. You actually have to drive in the desert between the two cities. Yeah. We're at Chaparral and Scottsdale Road area. It's raining up here. It's just a light sprinkle here. But if you look up towards Fountain Hills and North Scottsdale, you can certainly see all kinds of rain coming down. I used to be able to see the hills over there, but they're gone now in the rain. This is Scottsdale, close to the Indian Reservation. Here comes the big drops now. There's something awesome about the smell of evaporating rain in Arizona in the summertime. 120 degrees during the day, heavy rains, and that evaporation off the cement. It's delicious. I can hear the rain more than I can see it right now. You see the parking lot getting, oh, is that thunder? Bruce Hafner. Why is that name familiar? Was he a sports guy? There's a gentleman named Bruce, and that might be him, that I went to college with at Mesa Community College, was going to get into sportscasting. Sedona, very beautiful up in the mountains. Got the red rock slides, the water along the highway there. All the pyramids and crystals and New Age folks up there. All right, here comes the rain. It's feeling better now. There's a nice coolness in the air. The humidity, though, is probably about 100%. Here comes the big rain. Oh, yeah. Feel that. Oh, yeah. You hear the thunder off in the distance? It's a real storm, folks. It's raining in Arizona. These have been missing for a while. They kind of stay outside of the city. They don't come in. It's nice to get it. It's coming down pretty good right now. We have some slick highways, slick roadways. You can see the water on the road there. Oh yeah. And you can see it in my hand there, water collecting. This is a real monsoon. Outstanding. Oh yeah. It's almost like we live in a desert and rain is hard to see. That's exactly what it is. There we go. Oh yeah, splashing. Oh yeah. Cool and refreshing. Yeah, look at that come down. And the heavy stuff hasn't even come in yet. This is just the edge of it. Janice, you got a lot of rain. You guys get a lot of snow too, right? For those of you tuning in to check out some KENO, we're looking at Reno first. Then when you get tired of watching the weather, there's going to be almost like what? I must have stopped mid-sentence, sorry. There's a video that was released at 5 o'clock today. It wasn't a premiere, it's from yesterday, so it's the Celebrating Pets video. Yeah, exactly. I remember him now. Bruce Hafner. My media days here were back in the mid-'80s. We got here in '82 from Alaska. Started announcing at ASU at the baseball and different sporting events, '82, '83, '84-ish. Went back to Alaska, did radio and TV. Went to Denver for a year. Got back to Arizona '86-ish through end of '87, out to Hawaii for 2 years, up to Alaska for a couple more years, back to Arizona. With broadcasting, a lot of travel, a lot of changing of stations and locations. The baseball every summer out of Alaska, but we traveled all over the country. Oh, this is nice. Feels so good. This is a big storm in Arizona. For those of you who come from big storm areas, you see the coastal storms come in Houston or Florida or the Carolinas, you're looking at this laughing, but for Arizona, this is big. You hear the thunder off in the distance. Either that or it's a dump truck. Next week, Wednesday or Tuesday night, I'll be up in Vegas. I'm going to head up Tuesday. I've got my meeting Wednesday midday with the hotel folks. If everything goes well, I'm hoping that by the end of next week or early the following week, I'll have a deal in place that we will relocate to Las Vegas. I will be blessed to take over a hospitality facility. Heavy food and beverage, rooms, great location, luxury accommodations. And it'll be very YouTube friendly. We'll set up a space on the weekends where all the vloggers can start out. They can park with us, have refreshments for them. They can charge up their equipment, store stuff if they want, one of the ballrooms, go out and do their thing, and then have a place to come back to after they're done. Very YouTube friendly. I don't have an answer for you yet. I just know that he's a world famous chef, a 4-time James Beard Award winner, and I don't want to announce too much until I get the deal, so I don't want to jinx anything. But from what I know, the gentleman has presences all over the world: New York, LA, England. Vegas already has a couple places in Vegas right now. If you're a little guy, I'm a little guy. We're all just trying to survive in this big world. But no, it's going to be great because we can start doing our Cash or Crash reunions and things out in Vegas. Now we have a place, and I'll be able to know when the slow periods are so we get the best deals and work with other hotels and tour companies. And wow, the wind is really blowing in now. I'm starting to get soaked, which is great. I don't care. You can see the water kind of blowing along the pavement over there as it's blowing this way, the wind coming in. I think the big bulk of the storm should be heading its way here momentarily. The Vegas deal will be a lot of fun. We'll be able to do live every day. I'm going to try to find a place on the building to have a 24-hour camera. We'll set up a channel that's just 24 hours viewing of that specific part of Las Vegas, which I don't think there's any current cams in that area. But the plan, it's a new build property, supposed to be open Labor Day-ish. Won't be quite as big as Resorts World. Anyways, we're working towards it. That's our goal, one way or the other, to either buy our own hotel casino, work at a hotel casino, manage a hotel casino, and bring Vegas live every day. For those of you who can't get there, they'll miss it like I do. And sometimes you can't make the trip. It's great to watch other people enjoy and live through them. Oh yeah, come on, rain. If I can turn this a little bit this way. Tina Dennis, how's the rain up in North Phoenix, North Scottsdale? Coming down pretty good. All the lakes and reservoirs here need to be refilled like everywhere else. No, it's a brand new build. It's a new technology type of construction. And when I get there Wednesday, I'm assuming everything will go really good. I'm gonna actually do a video of the place, the location, the building, current condition. I'll walk inside the property. We'll look at the pool areas, the restaurant facilities, the rooms with the current condition. I'll do a video and post it for everyone to see. And then one of my plans is to change the way hospitality operates in a sense that right now you can go onto a movie theater website and you can pick your seats. You want the left side, right side, back, front, middle, wherever you want to sit. You could actually pick your seats. Well, I want to do a video of each room and have it available on YouTube. So if you decide you want to come out and have an east view, north view, south view, you want to see the Stratosphere Tower or the MGM or whatever it is, you'll be able to actually look at the actual room and decide if you want to purchase that one or not. That's the goal. And this is the first of this brand that is going to expand across the country and around the world with the plans that they have, which is what excites me about the project. I love growth and opportunity, and I love to develop and create. Come on, rain, keep on coming. You see all the mesquite trees over here? They grow really good in the desert climate, but when something like this happens, over the next week, you'll see all kinds of new shoots coming out as it'll launch out new branches to take advantage of the moisture. Got some pine trees, all kinds of different stuff here that's been transplanted into Arizona. That's one of the issues with water out here is all the grasses and trees and things that aren't native that drink up so much water, kind of like Vegas and different desert areas. So as they enact new laws and things to keep unnecessary grasses and greens out, make it easier to live for everyone, more water for human consumption and animal consumption. No rain yet, okay, it's coming. It's moving this direction, which is from where it's at in the northeast. We're southwest of that. So it's moved into the northeast side of Scottsdale over the reservation, up where the Mayo Clinic is, Fountain Hills. Crossing over into the Camelback Mountain area towards the airport. There's also a storm coming up from the south. And when they collide over the city, that's spectacular. We used to drive up to South Mountain and watch the storms from on top of the storms. See all the lightning dancing through the clouds. All right, Frederick, enjoy. This is not 420 related. This is different than that. That other project, or actually there's two other projects are still in the works. We had one that we came within $1 million of closing on a full hotel casino operation. We had the commitment from the gentleman with that last $1 million. We found a $5 million investor from the Midwest. It is a fully functioning operation, and at the last minute our $1 million guy backed out and the deal fell apart. That happens a lot. There's some groups that don't want to get into gaming. They've seen what's happened over the last year and they don't want to take that chance, but what I see is that we're coming out of all that. It reminds me of the Great Recession recovery, and now's the time to get in. There's a couple properties in Vegas. On Paradise Road is one, on Flamingo Road is another one. It'd be perfect for the 420 hotel idea. There's no gaming at those properties, so there's no regulatory issues between gaming and the recreational green stuff. That's a whole different investment group. Oh, this feels great. Nice and cool. Liquid humidity. Winter storm 2021 in the summer. If you're down in Australia and New Zealand, this is your winter. So this would be a winter storm for you. We're in the dead of summer here, July 3rd. Independence Eve. Supposed to be lots of fireworks shows and things tonight. These clouds typically will come in, dump a bunch of rain, and then move out by 8 or 9 o'clock. We don't get socked in weather like a lot of places. Blows right on through. It usually comes up from the Gulf, down in the Baja area, out in the Pacific Ocean, flows through. The Colorado Bell is available. It's got some sinking issues. It's sinking into the earth, and so it would need to be shored up there. There's also an infestation of local wildlife, to put it politely. Just years and years and years of being on the water, a lot of the wharf animals. So it would probably actually be a cheaper fix to go in, knock it down, and build a new hotel casino there. But it has not opened yet. There's a couple properties in Vegas that haven't opened yet that are for sale. The Fiesta Henderson, Rancho Fiesta, and then the Texas Station, I believe. They'll probably sell those here in the near future. They're suspending their gaming license till June of 2022. You can suspend your gaming license for up to 2 years before you have to do some action on it, and you have a chance of losing it. Sometimes they'll bring in a mobile casino and operate it for 24 hours just to keep the license alive. But just the cost of reopening those and the amount of the locals that support those properties hasn't rebounded yet. The strip areas, downtown, Fremont Street, all those are just bustling. And that's where, the luxury property that I'm looking at will probably get $400 and $500 rates on the weekend, but then you get the $99 to $149 on the weekdays. And it'll flex based on the demand in the marketplace. As the conventions come back, there's several thousand rooms not open in Vegas anymore. There's some new hotels that have opened, so you got the Resorts World on the Strip, which adds, several thousand right there. But the periphery of the city, the hotels around. Oh, here's a heavy wind. I'm holding on to the. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Holy cow! Nice little microburst there. All right. Now it's starting to come down. Lightning, there's our first lightning that I could see. And it tilted up ever so slightly. Get some spectacular lightning storms here. You can see it's getting a lot darker in the north. I can hear it there. Hey Wolf Spirit, how you doing? It's Cash or Crash KENO and Weather today. Temperatures have dipped rapidly into the 90s. If it goes any lower, I might have to put on a long sleeve shirt. You can see the raindrops coming down. There's some of that's drip off the ceiling, but you can see the water blowing out on the parking lot across the way there. There's the wind coming in from the north, blowing south. And it's really starting to get dark over here, so the heavy stuff is just on the other side of these trees right here in that neighborhood. It's going to come down real hard here. 55 degrees, wow. We don't even get that at night. I'm getting water dripping off the front of the phone now, which is good. It's taking some direct hits, even though we're covered. It's blowing directly at us. Canadian temperatures have dropped a bunch, which is good. You get that cold from the north, blow all that heat out. Let's see if we can't move this a little more undercover here. Pardon me while I adjust. Heavy storms in Arizona, if you're just tuning in. We're loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's a good sleeping weather. Hard to sleep here when it's hot. This is nice sleeping weather right here. Oh yeah, heavy wind blowing in. I'm getting soaked, but I don't care. It's almost like when I was in Hawaii, announcing at University of Hawaii Rainbow Stadium, they had what's called the Manoa Mist, which would come over the mountains, drop rain, and then the clouds would pull back over the mountains. And the baseball games would continue, football would continue, and everyone just loved it. It was like a nice, refreshing shower. and then we get hot again. So that's kind of what this is. You need to clean the streets, get the dirt and oils off. Good. The CFL, it's good to see that they're opening Canada back up. Get some of our friends to start traveling south here. Come get back into the Vegas area and the different areas. You can see the foamy, I don't know if you can see it over there. See that white foamy stuff? Zoom in on it. On the street there, that's salt. That's the dust and salt that collects over time. And as people drive off, it's kind of a soapy, there's more lightning. That's something that just has to be washed away with the rain here. Thunder and lightning, always a good sign. Live weather coverage from Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm your unlicensed meteorologist and KENO host. This is great. Half an hour into our broadcast here. Thank you all for watching and being a part of it. A little bit of a different live than we had this morning. So check out our live this morning. Some slot wins, some KENO games. Had the video release at 5 o'clock with the pet celebrations, celebrating pet names, playing their names on the KENO boards and challenging all KENO Nation players to do the same thing. Celebrate your pets, man's and women's best friends. Oh yeah. It's downright breezy and lightly cool right now. Like April temperatures. You see these two trees over here died last summer in the heat. They have not come back. Sometime the one next to it, the third one over, did come back. So you never know with desert plants. Those are actually decorative orange trees. You don't want to eat the fruit on those. They're more for decoration and show. There's a lot of that in the Phoenix area, down in Tucson as well. Decorative fruit, and people that get to Phoenix for the first time will try to eat it. Your dog's not, what kind of dog? How much grooming? That would do. Yeah, some dogs love it, some dogs hate it. Wow, that's a 34-degree drop. Vancouver. The lightning's getting closer, the thunder's getting louder. The water's getting waterier. Another heavy wind. All right, come on in, wind, we need you. See where it's not foamy right now. Watch the guy drive over it. Leave a foam trail behind it as the salt there mixes with the water. Pretty cool. That'll all have to be washed into the drainage system and down into the Salt River. The Hayden Wash, which is just to the east of where we're at, back in the day when it would rain like this, would fill up quite a bit. Wow. Lytton was destroyed by fire. I've driven through British Columbia many times back and forth to Alaska from either Colorado or Arizona or San Diego. Beautiful part of the world up there. There was one area up in the mountains that looked like it was the moon. It had a fire go through and everything was gone. And their fires are spectacular. But the Hayden Wash, the golf courses all up and down at parks, recreation, skate parks, all kinds of stuff that could be used 350 days of the year. Fraser Canyon, yep, exactly. 100 subscribers. That was back at the end of January. That seems so long ago. We started on November 4th. And we didn't hit 100 subscribers until the end of January. I think it was January 29th. And then we rocketed up to 1,000 about a month and a half ago. And then it's been real slow since then. We picked up 260 some since we hit that 1,000. But that's all right. We have quality subscribers, quality members, quality contributors and chatters. Want to keep it friendly and fun and exciting. We are not like any other channel. We're not going to, for now at least, go out and, $100 spins and all those things. And we're going to do what we do. Love playing your numbers and doing events and having themes. Just having fun interaction, a way to relax and enjoy, especially during the shutdown. This was, okay. Like a water hose in my face right now. The wind just picked up. Holy cow. Feels great. Homeless population is massive here, just massive. And in fact, there was a thing on the radio today about helping to donate water and such to the homeless shelters just to keep up with the demand. It's different than like Austin, different than Seattle. There's really no tent communities in the cities themselves that I've seen. Maybe downtown Phoenix there is a little bit, but they're everywhere. There's plenty of parks, plenty of areas that they stay in. There's lots of facilities here because especially in the summertime, people can die of exposure, and so they have plenty of facilities if the folks will take them up on it. But like any major city, it is an issue, especially one that doesn't freeze. Vegas rentals are very expensive right now. Price of real estate is extraordinarily high. When I was doing the real estate stuff for the last 6-7 months, we've seen things. I'll give you an example. There's a 1,000 apartment complex and near the Virgin Vegas there, the Harbor Island apartments. We were trying to sell those. And when I first got them, they wanted about $80 million for them. So $80,000 a unit and something like that, whatever that worked out to. And by the time 6 months later passed along, they were asking $120 million. So it went up 50% in value in 6 months. One, because they figure they can get it. Two, because the rents are so strong, they don't really care if they sell it or not. And three, there's really no housing available. Some really dilapidated areas, they're looking at $100,000 a unit for apartments to buy them and then rent them. Rents were going up rapidly. There's a 158 unit apartment complex in North Las Vegas that we're trying to sell for $15 million. We got several offers in the $13 to $14 million range that the owner turned down. He said, I'll just hold on to it. It'll be worth $20 million by the end of next year. So as long as there's no crash, it continues to go up. But I remember back in 2009, 2010, they were giving houses away during the Great Recession. People were going and buying entire empty communities, $50,000, $70,000 for a home that are now worth $500,000. Wow, $1,350. Yeah, that place would probably be $2,400 now, maybe more. There are some places available. It just depends on where you want to live. If you start moving towards Pahrump or Mesquite, they're starting to build lots of residential out in those areas as the new neighborhood communities. Also, Boulder City, which is a non-gaming area, drive for gaming. They have everything else out there. Really starting to explode now. They put in the Interstate 11, and there's a lot more land out there that they're trying to develop. But they cannot build it fast enough, which is unusual because nobody's working. They can't get staff for the casinos. People are still getting their stimulus and benefits or whatever it might be. Everyone's struggling to put people to work. A lot of people left. When we started doing the interviews of the performers and show people back in January and December, exactly. They would walk away from their homes. A lot of foreclosures, a lot of bank sales. Just come give us some money and get it off our books back then. But back in December and January, trying to get like the showgirl show at the Alexis Park, of the different showgirls that they had in their cast, many of them had gone home to Ohio and Pennsylvania and New York, wherever they came from. So they had to recast the entire show when it reopened back in January. Now that a lot of the shows are reopening, a lot of the major casinos are starting to bring the shows back, these performers are starting to come back to Vegas. A lot of the comedy shows that we did out there when we had the casinos relied on LA, San Francisco, Seattle-based comedians that would rotate through Las Vegas along with the locals. The Rob Sherwoods, the Alien Comic Warriors, the Balloon Master type guys, the Kento comedians, the Roland Witts, the the Fat Guys of Comedy, all the different local groups that we had that would bolster the show, and then you bring in a headliner from LA or from Frisco or Honolulu Comedy Club to come in and boost that show. And it was great to have all that to rely on, but right now it'd be difficult because many of those people have stayed home. But I think we'll have opportunities. We'll put on different shows and events at this new hotel. First Friday will be huge at this hotel. It's down by the Arts District, and that's a massive First Friday location. There's lightning. It's raining in Arizona. If you're just tuning in, welcome. It's not our normal Keno broadcast, but we're having fun. Plenty of Keno to check out. There's some older videos. There's some stuff in there that I've toyed with removing because it's embarrassing for me to watch it, some of the early stuff we did. But then I also leave it out there as a reminder of where we've come in the last, 7-8 months, and how we have so much more to progress in the future. I also like going back and watching some of the old NG slots, especially Brian Christopher, some of his stuff from 4 years ago, and we're probably in the same category of production quality. But to see where he is 4 years later, I can't wait to be 4 years down the road. Some great museums, art museums, lots of great stuff. Pinball museums at a new location. The Area 15, which is right off the freeway, right off of 15, that's got a huge entertainment facility, lots of restaurants. It's Weather Cam on Cash or Crash Keno. Not sure if you can hear that or not, the thunder. As I look to the west, I cannot see Camelback Mountain right now, which means the rain's socking in really heavy right now because we're only a mile or so away from the tail end of Camelback. More lightning. It is Saturday. It is a holiday weekend. Anthony's Steakhouse is delicious. I wonder where Brian is based out of. I know he does a lot of Midwest casinos and he travels all over. I wonder if he's based out of Vegas or if he has offices everywhere. Probably LA. Good management, good marketing. Fantastic marketing. The big Jackpot, NG, there's some really strong brands of gaming YouTube channels and a lot of up-and-comers, a lot of the middle guys. It's just great to see the explosion of it and so much interest in it. If you go back, some of my early videos still only have like 19 views or 24 views on them. And when I would break, I'd get to 10 views on a video initially, I'd be all excited. I'd call people and go, hey, I got 10 views on a video. And now, if I can get 200 to 300 in the first day on a video, I'm pretty happy. If I can get 600 to 1,000 in the first week, that's fantastic. I'm not trying to break any records, just trying to build a quality channel and a sustainable business at some point. Here comes the heavy, heavy stuff. All right, here we go. Been waiting for this. Here we go. Oh yeah. It's blowing. Oh, there we go. Yeah. This is the Arizona rain I remember. Here we go. I'll let you listen to it. part of Phoenix are you in, Pastel? Or Pastel? I think it's kind of held up by Camelback right now. I mean, it's kind of sitting here. The wind is kind of blown through, the heavy wind, the front winds. We get a gust now and again. Oh yeah. Feels so good. Appreciate everyone checking it out, being a part of the channel. Even though we're a KENO focused channel, we will do weather, we will do current events, we will capture exciting and fun things as they happen. But mostly KENO. And even though I took these slots in video poker for another channel, I still do it. I know it irritates some people, I apologize, but sometimes it's fun. Today it was real fun. Yesterday, not so much fun. Oh, okay, Maricopa. Now there's a big storm south of Chandler, south of the Gila River Reservation earlier, maybe it blew north. This is headed that way. We have quite a few people that are always here, and I really appreciate that. I'm actually working on a design for our Lurker logo, for Lurker shirts, Lurker hats, Lurker merchandise. We love Lurkers. We do lots of, or I do lots of watching other people's channels all the time. Hey Cole, how you doing down in Mexico? Hopefully everything's safe. Beautiful resort. Good to have you. This is what's going on in Phoenix right now. I know it's sunny and bright down in Mexico. Cabo, or I forgot where you're at already. I probably should write stuff like that down. We're advertising to get the word out, and our sales increased rapidly. It was fantastic. Good to see you here in the chat. Lightning getting closer, thunder getting louder. Isn't that one of the Imagine Dragons songs, Lightning and the Thunder, or however it goes? You guys can hum it at home and sing it to yourselves. Oh, big gust of wind, there we go. Oh yeah, getting soaked. Beautiful day here in Arizona. We're gonna leave the camera on, even though in a little bit here, when it gets a little bit darker, we're gonna be looking for fireworks. Rain should stop at some point. We'll just leave it on for a few hours tonight. You can pop in and out if you want. Check it out. We got the natural fireworks going on right now with the lightning. It's starting to brighten a little bit, which means the clouds are either lifting or thinning. One thing about the buildings in Arizona is you don't know that your roof leaks until it rains, because it doesn't rain for a year. And by the time you discover that your roof leaks and you get someone to come out and fix it, it won't rain for another year, so why fix it? So a lot of these buildings, a lot of the businesses just kind of deal with it. Remember, it's the resorts that I worked at back in the 90s. We had a lot of leaky buildings. It really didn't matter. It only rained 2 or 3 times where it mattered. Enough water would collect. Had the same issue in Vegas. Our casino, the Clarion Greek Isles, had a massive leak on the roof, but we just get up there and broom it off or pump it off. The water would leak into the elevator shaft, and we'd pump out the elevator shaft. And if you go online and look at the Clarion implosion from 2015 on YouTube, there's plenty of videos. I think it's been long enough. Let's see, 2015, it's been 6.5 years. I think 7 years is the statute of limitations. I don't know for sure. But when they imploded the building, the elevator shaft stood. It didn't go down. And I know the reason for that. I'm going to wait till after February of next year to tell the story, just in case. We'll give it 7 years. Cars coming through. Just a little bit for the sky. There we go. Appreciate y'all watching. Weather Cam on Cash or Crash. Do check out the video that was released today. It's Celebrating Pets KENO. About 1 hour long. There's a bunch of different things. We put the pets' names on the KENO boards and play them. A little flooding going on in that parking lot over there. You can see the salt wake behind it. Someone's just having fun driving in the water. Look at that. Something you don't get to do much in Arizona, so that's recreationally fun right there. It's like going to Disneyland. You can see how deep it is as it flows off the pavement. Pretty good flow going here at the edge. I'm going to step away for a few minutes. I'll be back, but enjoy the weather. We'll be on for a little while here. You can enjoy the rainstorm here in Arizona. Check out the KENO videos, some of the older videos. It's Cash or Crash KENO and weather tonight. Just let you listen to the traffic and rain for a little bit, and I'll be back shortly. Hello everyone, not sure if we're still live or not. I think we've lost the internet. We've lost the internal internet. I'm sure the water is affecting the ground cables and wires. If you're still on, we'll leave it on for a little bit here and see if we can get it back. It's starting to get dark. We should see some fireworks, more lightning for a little bit. We'll give it a few more minutes here, see if we get the internet back inside. I'm assuming we're still on the camera, so we'll leave it on. Thanks for being here. All right, I'm not sure if we're on or not. We've lost internal internet here. I'm sure it's the wet ground and the wires and such. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut off the camera now. I'm gonna turn it back on later tonight. I'm gonna be in Mesa, Arizona. It'll be after the big fireworks show, but we'll see, I'm sure, fireworks throughout the night. I'll turn the cam on later on for that. Thank you for being here, for watching this, being a part of the storm. Check out the KENO videos we released today. We had a live earlier today, had a new release today. The pet video. Thanks for being a part of the channel. Thank you all for being here. I'm hoping you're still there listening to this. If not, next time we're on, I'll say hi and thank you all at that point. Cash or Crash, KENO and Weather. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you soon. Be safe out there.